Imagine thinking you can breach the highest digital walls of the United States government, brag about it to the entire world on social media, and then simply walk away with a slap on the wrist. Well, you do not have to imagine it, because this exact scenario just played out in federal court. Nicholas Moore, a man who successfully infiltrated the electronic document filing system of the United States Supreme Court, was recently sentenced to just 1 year of probation. When you look at the sheer scale of what he did, this outcome is truly mind-boggling. He did not just stop at the Supreme Court. Moore also breached the network of AmeriCorps, which is a federal agency that manages stipend volunteer program, and he managed to get into the systems of the Department of Veterans Affairs. This is a massive department that provides healthcare and welfare to military veterans, meaning it holds incredibly sensitive personal and medical data. But the most bizarre part of this entire story is how he handled his supposed success. Instead of staying quiet and hiding his tracks like a traditional digital trespasser, Moore decided he wanted an audience. He created an Instagram account with the completely undeniable handle at I Hacked the Government. On this public profile, he openly bragged about his unauthorized access and even posted the personal information of the people whose accounts he had compromised. It turns out, he used the stolen credentials of one of his victims to gain access to all of these highly secure federal platforms. For a long time, he was facing some very serious consequences. The maximum penalty on the table included a year in federal prison and a massive fine of $100,000 in damages. But then, the story took a surprising turn. During the legal proceedings, the prosecutors actually changed their stance and only asked the judge for a sentence of probation. During his sentencing hearing on a Friday, Moore stood before the court and stated that he made a mistake. He told the judge that he was truly sorry, that he respects the laws, and that he genuinely wants to be a good citizen moving forward. It is incredibly rare to see someone breach multiple highly secure federal databases, publicly taunt the authorities on social media, and avoid prison time entirely. This case really highlights the unpredictable nature of cybercrime sentencing and raises serious questions about how our legal system handles digital trespass. Think about the implications of this for a moment. The United States Supreme Court handles the most sensitive legal documents in the country. The Department of Veterans Affairs secures the private health records of millions of individuals who serve their nation. If a single person using stolen credentials can bypass the security measures of these monumental institutions and then brag about it online without facing a prison sentence, it forces us to reevaluate everything we know about digital security protocols. Organizations spend millions upon millions of dollars building digital fortresses, yet the human element, like a compromised password, remains the weakest link. Moore essentially walked through the digital front door using a key he took from someone else. It is a massive wake-up call for every single government agency and private corporation. You can have the most advanced firewalls on the planet, but if you do not have strict monitoring for compromised credentials and unusual access patterns, you are leaving the door wide open. As we move further into a fully digital era, cases like this will likely become more frequent, forcing both lawmakers and cybersecurity professionals to constantly adapt to a threat landscape where the motives range from international espionage to simple social media vanity.